Hey, welcome back. I've got a nice stack of comics to show you again this week. But before I go into that, I just wanted to say thank you so much to everyone who has dropped by the shop. You make the shop a success. I've posted that on the socials, but I just wanted to include it here and share my heartfelt thanks for everyone who's given the shop a shot, found some treasures, hang out, chat. So it's all good. Friday to Sunday, noon to 6. It's fairly chill. And if you don't find anything there, then let me know what you're looking for and I'll keep an eye out for it. And I'm always posting photos on the socials of what I'm adding to the inventory. So I just wanted to throw that in there. If you are enjoying these videos, feel free to do all of that YouTube jazz, share, like, comment. I will freely admit I am terrible at responding to comments, but I do try to respond to every one of them in due time. Okay, on with the books. Let's dig in. First up, I've got Tales of the Teen Titans, number 41. And I think there's something about this book. Haha, Masters of the Universe video game ad on the back. That's pretty cool. There was something about this one. I think this is actually the first issue of this new title. Before that, the first 40 issues were under the title of the New Teen Titans. Started in the early 80s, I believe. I'd have to look it up. If I've messed that up, I'll probably write something on the bottom there. Or you can let me know. Tales of the New Teen Titans, number 41. Just checking the indicia. Copyright 1984. Marv Wolfman and George Perez, co-creators and editors. Romeo Tagnall, finished art. Really nice. Very 80s looking. Oh, very cool. Yeah, nice book. It's got some beauty marks. Yeah, so we've got the ink has somehow been removed up here. It's not a chip. It's not a scuff. It could be something as simple as something stuck on there and pulled the ink off. That's a shame. Blunt corners. That one's actually not too bad. We've got some spine ticks. Again, I'm never sure if the light's going to pick it up. But there is a color break. Just right here. One of the spine ticks. Fairly clean overall, though. But yeah, that whatever happened there at the top, that's a shame. I'll give you another. Mattel Electronics Masters of the Universe video game. Pretty cool. What the hell is that? Oh. Nice. Next up I've got RoboCop number 23. The final issue. Newsstand. X-Men video game ad on the back. I sense a theme here. And a Wolverine video game on the inside front cover. Too funny. RoboCop Volume 1, number 23, January 1992. I think this one's been pressed. It's been pressed and then probably shoved in a tight storage box. Reason why I say it's likely pressed is look how shiny it is. For a 20-plus-year-old book. But there's also the beginnings of a spine roll happening. Again, I don't know if the light's going to pick it up. You can kind of see it there. Or this, right along here. So. Overall, fairly clean though. There's a little bit of scuffing on the corner here. You can really tell it's a 90s book. Not as bad as some of the books I've seen, but where almost every second page spread has got an ad in it. Very nice. Seeing as as per usual, I'm looking at these books cold, I want to see how it ends. Huh. It ends with him proclaiming, "I am RoboCop." Okay, next up, it's going back a couple of years. It's a gold key, 15 cents. There's no date on the cover. Hanna-Barbera Top Cat. I used to watch this show when I was a kid. Although I don't remember if it was actually a show or if it was one of many animated cartoons that were included in like the Hanna-Barbera, whatever it was called, Saturday morning show. Or what else would there be? Like the Banana Splits or that sort of thing. I kind of want to say that it was a show unto itself. There's a bit of schmutz on the cover. I can't say for certain, but This comic has been folded in half. You can see the fold line right down the center there. So that could be one of two things. It could be that whomever had the book actually folded the book and shoved it in their back pocket. But as I've learned recently, older books, when they were mailed to subscribers, they were actually folded in half and put in thin envelopes or narrow envelopes. So it could be one of two things there. Okay, so this has it's been exposed to some humidity. Get to that in a moment. Top Cat number 22, June 1968. Published quarterly by Western Publishing. Copyright 1961. Second printing. You can see what I'm talking about here with the discoloration. See how it's lighter up here than it is down there. So this has probably been sitting in a box. Likely not bagged and boarded. Well, in the 60s they didn't bag and board comics. Likely in a box in the basement behind the furnace. There's been some condensation happening. Yeah. Doesn't smell too musty. No, it just smells like an old book. So that's good. Fun stuff. But yeah, Top Cat was a cartoon on TV. I want to say mid-70s, and they were probably reruns then. Not sure. Maybe earlier. I'm trying to remember if I saw it in black and white or in color. Yeah, it was probably early 70s reruns. But yeah, Top Cat and his alley cat friends. So Top Cat was like the cat with the swagger and the street smarts. Very cool. Online auction. And these two, I believe, flea market. The first two I showed you. So this was bought online auction with a bunch of comic books. The condition of it is a little bit better than one might expect from a book from the 60s. It's definitely got some dings and dents. It's got that fold down the center that I told you about. There's also, you got some spine ticks, color breaks. But overall, it's actually in relatively good condition. It's just that discoloration on the inside pages that was a little worrying. Yeah, 1968. Huh. Okay. Next up, I've got from DC. The Saga of the Swamp Thing number 7. Haha. Frogger video game ad on the back. Remember Frogger? Saga of the Swamp Thing, Volume 1, Number 7, November 1982. And so I believe this would have been before Alan Moore took over the writing. Martin Pascoe, writer. Tom Yates, artist. I have seen the splintered timbers of 100 shattered hulls. Nice clean pages. Colors still pop. Cool stuff. Okay. Next I've got Cerebus 81. Check it out that way. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. It's got some beauty marks. Quite a few spine ticks, some color breaks. Yeah. Looks like it's been scuffed there. Nice pointy corners though. Cerebus number 81, December 1985. Bit of a printing blotch there on the indicia, that big white donut. So something is stuck to the plate as it's being printed. Who knows how many hundreds of this issue have that on there. Although 85 could have been a bit of cigarette ash from the pressman as he was running the job. Printed in black and white inside throughout. Nice. Just looking at the photo on the back. I mean, looking beyond Spider-Man and Dave Sim there, having a dart. Look at all the artwork in the background on the cover art. Huh. Daredevil, Warlord. ROM. Cool. Okay, and then lastly I've got from Marvel, Amazing Spider-Man 580. The is it Liechtenstein? Is the artist, the pop culture, or not the pop culture, the pop art painter. He did a bunch of paintings that were inspired by comic book art. Iron Man game for your Wii. Just looking for the indicia here. Amazing Spider-Man number 580, July 2008. It's kind of cool. The official newspaper of Spider-Man. The DB. The indicia is down at the bottom there. Too funny. Clean white pages, as would be expected for a book from 2008. Colors pop. Nice. Yeah, there's not much going on. There's a little bit of a slight, like a slight ding. Again, I don't know if the light's going to pick it up. No, it's just a bit of a dent in the book, just right here. And it almost looks as though there were several of these books stacked and compressed, because what's happened is just here where the stitching is, where the staple is, there's almost like an ink smudge and a little bit of a stress mark happening just right there. I think the light is picking it up. But those later markings, that looks like it could just be ink transfer from a bunch of books being stacked. Even if it was a bunch of different books being stacked to be shipped to an LCS. Just looking to see if there's any ink transfer inside. Not really, no. Yeah, there's a little bit down there as well. Just a little bit. It's more noticeable up here because it's white. But yeah, overall, nice book. Fun cover. Yeah. Cool. That's all I have for you this time around. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you again for your continued support, watching these videos, sharing, liking, commenting, as well as definitely for swinging by the shop and checking out, seeing if you can find some treasures, or just swing by to gab about comic books. It's all good, man. So until next time, enjoy the dig, man. Cheers.